magic.
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip. With a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you see
Nim's longest recorded sentence was
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Fine, I guess you are my little PogChamp. Come here.
Dance, dance to the Hey, are these your drawings?
What? No,
Oh,
no.
good.
Bruh, peep this one. Like, really peep this one. No more Fortnite. No more cards. No more $19 cards. No more trolls. You in black.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
The usual, sir. Please.
Even after 500 plays, our high-fidelity tape still delivers high fidelity.
Grubhub Perks give you deals on the food you love. The kind of deals that make you push.
速度与激情就你冰淇淋，速度与激情，速度与激情就我最喜欢。所以现在是因为时间。
天上太阳红呀红彤彤哎，心中的太阳是毛泽东哎，他领导我们的解放哎。
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这座城市的设置。主演钱德勒、罗斯。
All right, let me tell you the good news. We don't need the
Amogus. Amogus. Amogus.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit? How are you not in fucking school?
Hello, future people I will be defeating. Dr. T here again. I hear you've been working on strategies to stop me from taking over Boom Beach. Well, I have thought of everything. Rifleman?
Cock and ball Production-ator!
All right, let me tell you the good news.
No more Fortnite!
When you pour a bowl of Applejack cereal, sweet cinnamon races to you.
I'm in front!
Not for long. Here I come, I am cinnamon.
Part of a nutritious breakfast.
Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play, and today we are going to be mining for diamonds.
Oh boy, my favorite seat.
Imposter.
Imposter.
Okay, $19 Fortnite card. Who wants it? And yes, I'm giving it away. Remember, share, share, share. And trolls, don't get blocked.